Alright guys, so here's the review of the Iridium Torpedo. This is a watch that's going to be launching on Kickstarter pretty soon. Not sure the exact date just yet. When I do find out though, I'll leave it down in the description or I'll pin a comment or something. But in the meantime, I'll leave the link to the Iridium website down there. So they'll probably have some kind of email notification thing going on for that and probably some other information. So because this hasn't actually launched yet, this is actually a prototype that I'm reviewing, which I've currently been wearing for about a week, just over. Been testing it out, so let's get down into the review. So one of the first things you'll probably notice about this is that dome crystal, because it is like a really high dome on that. This is actually one of the things that's going to be getting changed, because apparently some people didn't like this. Because if you look at it dead head on, you can't really see the minute track because of the distortion from the dome. I personally don't mind this. I actually quite like it, but I'm a bit of a sucker for a dome crystal. But apparently that's getting changed, so it's going to be less severe of a dome. I'll leave a picture up on screen so you can see exactly what I mean, because they have sent me like a diagram explaining it a bit better. So seeing as we're talking about the changes already, I'll mention the other one, and that's to do with this clasp. So at the moment, it's just a standard fold over, and then just friction based pull one, which I'm not really a fan of, to be honest, although it is milled, which is always nice. But there is a bit of a design flaw with this. I'll get a zoom in so you can see a bit better, and I'll explain it. So with the way this is designed, you can't actually use these micro adjusters properly because these hit. But they're already aware of this and they're going to be changing this out completely, swapping it for a completely new clasp, which is actually going to be a ratcheted diver's extension one, which again I'll leave pictures of on screen now. So that'll definitely make a nice change, and it will be a lot more useful. So as for the rest of the bracelet, we've got screw links, which are always good. I much prefer them to push ones, and the single screws as well, not those stupid double ones, which are just fiddly. In fact, open that back up, I'll show you the case back. So we've got solid end links as well. And they've got a nice design on that case back with the torpedo, tying in with the name of the watch. And again, this is a prototype, so it's been around quite a few reviews now, it's a little bit scratched. But only underneath, because the rest of the bracelet and the case are absolutely spotless. And that is because this has actually got an anti-scratch coating on it. So obviously they haven't put it on the case back. I don't know whether they will, I wouldn't have thought so. But the rest of it, it's got that anti-scratch coating, which again, considering this has been around quite a few reviewers, I've not found any marks on it at all. So it's obviously working well. So back to that case back. 30 atmospheres, so 300 meters, automatic sapphire crystal, Iridium Torpedo, and the fact that it's 316L stainless steel. We'll be checking out whether it is sapphire in a bit. Flicking back around to the front now, and let's talk about this dial, because I do really like this. Get a quick zoom in. We've got a really nice deep blue on this one. They do have a few different colour versions. I'll leave pictures on screen to show you what they are. And then we've got that nice orange second hand as well. Just add a little pop of colour and a bit of contrast. And as you can see as well, the indices are a little bit distinctive too. They're a little bit of an odd shape. The ones at the 12, 6 and 9. I do quite like them, the diamond kind of shape. And then we've just got circular ones for the other indices. Quite a nice cutout for that date window as well. Nicely framed. And then we've got printed text with the Iridium at the top, torpedo at the bottom, and 30 atmospheres. So not overly cluttered with text, but you can see that is a really severe dome on this. So I can kind of see why some people might not like it. Again, I'll show you pictures of what that's going to be like, or you can just check out the Kickstarter or the website once that's up to see what the final version will be. So as for the bezel on this, it's actually a stainless steel bezel, which I haven't actually seen before, to be honest. I've either seen ceramic, sapphire or aluminium, but never a stainless steel one. And it is a really nice bezel. Plenty of grip on that, really nicely finished. While we're around here as well, I'll show you we've got a nice sign crown. And that is actually lumed apparently. So we'll be checking that out when we check out the lume. So let's see what the action's like. So absolutely rock solid, no play on that. And it's a 120 click bezel. And does line up perfectly as well, which is always good. And that is actually lumed too. Again, show you the Lume Shot in a bit. So let's test whether we actually got sapphire crystal on this then, using the trusty diamond selector 2. Yep, we have got sapphire crystal, so they weren't lying with that, which is always good. So let's quickly talk about what the movement is in this. It's actually a Miyota 9015, so it's a high beat movement. I'll quickly show you in action. So screw down crown, get a pop, pull it out once, I'll pull it out twice so we can actually see that date window. While we've got that out, second hand stop, so we've got hacking, pop it back in once, oh, done it twice, there we go. Now we can change the date, and then obviously screw it back in. Really nice and smooth, no issues with that at all. I'm a fan of the Miyota 9015 as opposed to the Miyota 8000 series, in particular the 8215. Really not a fan of them, but I do quite like these high beat ones. I just think they're really good value for money and a nice upgrade on the NH35. So as you can see with that bracelet, we've got a nice mixture of brushed and polished. So the centre links are polished, outer one's brushed. And again, with that anti-scratch coating, they're going to stay like that and look really good for a long time. As with the case, you can see you've got a nice polished chamfered edge with the sides brushed and then brushed on the top as well, which blends in nicely with the bracelet. Does integrate well, and they're rock solid as well. No play with them at all. So now let's check out the dimensions on this. So we've got a thickness of 13.5. That may possibly get reduced slightly depending on exactly how they're going to reduce that crystal. But say it's going to be 13.5, maybe a mil or two less. Got a diameter of 42, lug width of 22, and a lug to lug of 50.6. So just a touch over 50. But given that it's a dive watch, not too bad size wise. So now the bit you've probably been waiting for, let's check out the lume on this. So that's looking pretty good already, but let's charge it up, give it a proper chance. And there we go. So really, really good lume on this. And I really do like that we've got a lume bezel as well. So you've got plenty of lume on that, on the hands, indices and on the bezel. It's BGW9, so as you can expect, it's going to last a really good time. Nothing to worry about with that at all. Oh, hang on as well, let's check out. You can kind of see it glowing slightly now. And there's a nice little bonus, we've got that lume crown as well. Not really all that useful, but it's just a nice little touch to have. Does look really good. So I just think it's a really nice, interesting piece. Although it's not all that different from a lot of Kickstarter watches. It's got a few little touches to help separate them, which I think is enough. So now we've done all that, I should probably mention what the price is on this. So like I say, it's going to be launching on Kickstarter very soon. And it's going to be starting out at $399. So that's going to be the early bird special, I think. And obviously it'll go up from there. But again, if you're interested in picking one of these up, or if you just want to know a bit more, I'll leave a link to the Iridium site, and I think they have a link to the Kickstarter, or they will do when that's on. So all it's left to do now is show it you on wrist. So this is what it looks like on my 7-inch wrist. I think it does look really nice. The only real issue I've had with this in the time I've been wearing it is this clasp, but they're already swapping that out for a better one. So you'll have on-the-fly adjustment with that ratcheting divers extension. So all in all, apart from that, and if you really don't like the dome crystal, that's going to be getting changed up slightly. I personally don't mind it either way. I just think it adds a nice bit of distortion, but I'm assuming the other one probably will as well. So, again, all details down in the description as always. That's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.